Welcome back, everybody. I thought I would take advantage of this nice day and the little bit of time I had and maybe walk you through the farm a little bit, do a little bit of a farm tour. I know we've been in the greenhouse before and it is much emptier. We got most of the flowers planted that were going out. So I thought we would start in here and do a little quick tour of the farm. I needed something, I need to go down to the barn to grab something out of there, so I thought, why not take the camera along? So this is one of two greenhouses. The other greenhouse is there. Nothing really in there, just pretty much using it for storage right now. This is the one we're using. As you can tell from the plastic flapping, it is going to need to be recovered very soon. That's on the project list, and we'll probably do a video, show you how we do that. So, I think I'm gonna hop on the four-wheeler to get around and zip around and show you the farm. This is the market building up next to the greenhouses. I'll go through here, jump on the four-wheeler in the back, and meet you back down at the barn. Okay, got on the four-wheeler and headed down toward the barn, but I thought I'd give you the view from here. So that's Granny's house. That's where Granny lives. I'll talk about Granny a little bit later. And the barn is down there. And on the left there, that is a chicken coop, a mobile chicken coop. We don't have any chickens right now, but that is what that building is. I can kind of show you that at some point too. But so the greenhouses are behind me right now. So we're gonna head down to that barn. Okay, here we are, quick trip down to the barn. This is the front side, which is facing east. And right now the sheep are taking possession of the entire thing, with the exception of this side that has hay, feed, some storage. But otherwise this here and the side over here is just for the sheep, and that goes back out on the west side. But what I need is up in the loft, which is up in these stairs, which this is the hay loft, which is really just a bunch of storage right now, with no hay. Christmas and all kinds of gadgets up here. So that's pretty much the barn. I'll take you for a quick trip through the woods, and we'll finish up back up at the market. Sorry for the noisy, bumpy ride, but it would be much faster for us to all ride the four-wheeler through the woods than for me to actually walk and show you on foot. So this is pretty much what we're doing with. The property is 53 acres, most of which is wooded, and it all pretty much looks like this. So this is probably one of my favorite areas on the farm. There's a lake just to the west behind the property that is spring fed, and the spring that feeds the lake starts here on the farm in the woods. So it comes up out of the ground, which I don't know if you can see the water running there. And this is the first pool of water. And as the water gets closer to the lake, the more substantial the water is. I'll take you down a little further and show you. So this is just around the bend, about 40, 50 feet downstream from where we just were watching the water come up out of the ground. And it's a running creek here, going all the way down there. And probably 150 feet or so down a little further, it really becomes much wider and much deeper. And then stays that way all the way through to the lake. All of this is skunkweed or skunk cabbage. It looks really pretty. If you break it open, it smells just like a skunk. And we're back up out of the woods. There to the left of the screen is Granny's house and that chicken coop. You see the greenhouses there straight in front of us with the market building just behind them. So that's where I'm headed, back up there. And this is just a big pasture and the neighbor house. Pick you up back at the market. All right, so we're back inside the market building, and I thought I would just take a second and give the kind of the quick history of the farm and how we got to where we're at now. So Granny, my grandmother, purchased the farm in the 60s. That's my father's mother. And where the market building is sitting right now was the original farmhouse. And at some point that burnt down, and when it burnt, I guess they got a single wide trailer that they lived in between where the market building is now and where the house is now, and lived in that while the house Granny currently lives in was being built. That house was built in the early to mid 70s. And that's where she currently lives and has lived her whole life. She's 89 now, so from the 60s till now. And she has a life lease to live there as long as she wants to. And a few years ago, I worked out a deal with her to buy the farm and kind of take over and try to do something with it. And we put up the greenhouses, planted the area between the market building and her house is about an acre that we planted fully with vegetables. And we've done the greenhouses with flowers. You've seen all the flowers. So this year, kind of getting back into things and trying to do something with the farm. Sheep are the only animals currently here, other than a few barn cats. But that hopefully will change at some point soon here too. And that's pretty much it. We're in Cassopolis, Michigan, southwest Michigan. The Indiana state line's just a few miles away. It is the latter part of May, so just warming up. I told you it was 53 acres, and it's 53 acres of projects. We have so much to do. And I'll make a separate video kind of explaining why I decided to do a YouTube channel. But this was just a quick overview of what we have to work with here. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them in the comments. And hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of this place as we get all around it, working one project at a time. Thanks, guys. Always appreciate you stopping by and appreciate the love and support in the comments and likes. Don't forget to subscribe and set up notifications to stay posted on our future videos. We thank you again. See you soon.